there, guys, and welcome to another Factorio mod spotlight. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me. And today we're going over the Big Factories mod. This is inspired by and very similar to the Whistle Stop Factories mod that's currently out of date. But as you can see here, we have some gigantic factories spawned around the map. And what this mod, basically, obviously what it does, is it spawns these various much larger versions of the buildings around the map. So we have chemical plants, we have furnaces, we probably have some refineries and stuff, and you can see them spread all over. Now these are very close together. You can modify, here's an assembler, how like the chance for one to spawn, so if you don't want them this close. So basically what this mod does, similar to what the Whistle Stop Factories mod did, is it makes it kind of encourages you to build trains and just bring trains from one to another. Obviously, again, these are very close. You could just do belts as well if you wanted to do that. But yeah, so this kind of encourages you to just train between these large factories because these are very powerful. These, you know, this has a crafting speed of 80, and some of these, like the chemical plant, I believe had 40, and the level 3 assembler probably has about equivalent to one of these furnaces. So this guy has a crafting speed of 40, this chemical plant. See if I can find this assembler again. This thing has a crafting speed of 50. So they're extremely fast. They have loaders already built into them. As you can see here, pretty ridiculous. If we go into our mod settings, I apologize, I thought I turned off my notifications. If we go into our mod settings here, in Big Factories, we have spawn them, first of all, obviously. Spawn distant, or spawn chance. So chance that a chunk will have a big factory. You can reduce this massively. This would be, what, like 4% or something? Seems like there's a lot for 4%, but you could reduce this a lot more if you want them farther apart. You can make them indestructible or not, generate loaders, suppress loaders on fluid box positions, which you would probably want for like chemical plants, obviously. And on startup, there's some options. Allow them to be mined or not, so you can move them. Basically, enable crafting recipes if you want to craft them. Centrifuge recipes, scale icons, speed factor. So you can actually change this. Like if you don't want them as powerful, you can just completely modify this. So maybe you only wanted the speed factor as 10 or something, and the size smaller and more model slots. Whatever you want, you can change it. As it says, determines how fast factories are compared to their base model. Also increase energy requirement. Note that the base game forces a 1 tick minimum for recipe crafting time, so there's hard-coded maximum of 60 crafts per second, which is absurd. Obviously, 60 crafts per second is ridiculous. Yeah, you can change, obviously, like all this. The energy requirement is going to be pretty high. This takes 7.4 megawatts without any modules in it whatsoever. You know, this guy's going to take 15 megawatts on its own. So you can see this would add up, especially once you start throwing modules in here, right? Because modules are a flat, so it's like speed, energy consumption plus 70%. I mean, if we were to like put a bunch of these in here, this now becomes 27.6 megawatt consumption. The assembler would be obviously even higher than that. So it adds up real quick. But there you go, guys. There's the mod. I think it's pretty interesting. I would personally spread them out a lot more. As you can see, there's tons of them really close. But spread them out and then change the speed or whatever to what you want. And this will encourage you to move trains, you know, use trains to move between them and stuff. I think it's pretty neat. I think it's a cool concept. And yeah, you can see the energy consumption on that. I really like the Whistle Stop Factories mod. It's just been outdated for so long. And this is a pretty decent replacement, I think. So there you go. Link in the description to the mod portal page where you can find this. And I believe that'll do it. Leave your thoughts and questions below. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.